Yeah, so there's 30-second intro music. So it makes it so that we have time if we have to go and get anything. But there's now a sound check. And Amy, say something.
What up? Am I loud enough? Am I good?
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. It takes a. She's on a delay. She's on the actual stream.
Yep. We're good.
Is there an echo?
Yeah, you're good.
We're good. We're good. Ha ha! Look at that. We have 2 people viewing. We have 3 people viewing. Wow, look at that. Hi, everybody.
Thank you for joining us this Friday evening or afternoon, wherever you are in this Terra Mass.
Or if you're on the other side of the planet, morning, who knows? Yeah. Or it's Saturday.
But thank you nonetheless for joining us on this very special Friday. We have a guest, Harry. A guest.
There's a guest. So everybody say hi to Amy. Amy, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Amy is a new member of the network team.
Yes.
Which means that she's the only other member of the network team. She's decided to join up to give us a hand with getting guests, I believe, right?
She's a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
I love her dearly. She's been a friend of mine for a long while and part of my research team when I started Irritate the State, Defiant for You back in the day. Miss Barcode Beauty, as she was known, is just making her rounds in the scene there, and just a wealth of energy, and just she's a great addition to any team. So I'm glad you are here. I love you, Amy Face.
I love you too, and thank you. It's good to just kind of branch out and do something different too. So it gives me something to do.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you have been doing recently.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. I help admin on Night of the Living Dreads, and that's like a horror podcast, and they do live streams and all kinds of stuff like that. But I help run that page and kind of just keep content on there and make sure there's not any assholes like ruining anything. I don't know. Do a lot of horror stuff. Stop.
She has a little tiny terrorist on the loose there.
Wrangle children.
But
I see she is self-muted for a second there.
Yeah. She was hosting last year at this time when YouTube, or not YouTube, but Facebook was allowing watch groups.
Yeah, I did. I think I did about close to 350 movies. It was like literally like 24 hours round the clock, all of October, of just horror movies and series and cartoons, anything Halloween related. It was a lot of fun. So I'm pretty disappointed that Facebook took that feature away.
No, I couldn't tell you how many times I sat in while you were hosting that.
It was great having people in the chat and just talking about the movies and stuff and hanging out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it myself. Hi, Vinny.
Vinny says hi.
Hi.
But
I can't see the chat, so I don't know when anyone says anything. You guys will have to say something to me.
Yeah, I'll put it in the screen.
Okay.
But you decided to come aboard and help with the menace, emitting the group and the chat room and stuff of that nature. And thank you. I very, very much appreciate all that.
It's fun to kind of help out with that kind of stuff because, since I'm a stay-at-home mom, I don't really have anything else going on. So like it's kind of like a hobby job, if you will, like, you know, like something that kind of keeps me separate from being just a mom, you know, because I don't really do anything else and I stay home like all the time. So gives me something to keep busy with, I guess.
Oh, thank you though. That, I mean, just, you know, here this afternoon, well, the last, few days, you know, bringing people over and
Yeah.
just really.
Oh, I definitely have more that I plan on contacting. I'm just kind of feeling it out. I guess for availability, if that makes sense, you know, like sometimes people are already kind of overloaded with what they do. And, you know, I don't want to, you know, bother anybody with it. But I think for the most part, everybody that I talk to is going to be more than happy to join the team and come on and maybe talk about, you know, what kind of art they do, whether it's music or, you know, painting or just different styles of art. And I think that'd be really good to get some, you know, smaller artists like a little bit of attention and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely, because that's what we're about here is bringing the artists and the musicians and the creators, entrepreneurs, the cats
right,
all together, and you know, having a platform for them to, you know, display and put their artwork out there in front of eyes that might not seen it before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's a giant fucking world out there, but when you can get other people to share their craft with each other, it gets a little bit smaller, and that's kind of nice to have like fellow artists, you know, across the board that, you know, you may not have, you know, otherwise heard of, but like, look at what the fuck they do. Isn't this awesome? You know, like, and anything that's going to help anybody, like, you know, with selling their work or anything like that, you know, that's great because I like to see people support themselves with their own work, you know?
Right, exactly.
Absolutely.
You know, that's something that a lot of people over this last 18 years or 18 months, it seems like 18 years. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god, it does. God, it does. Yeah, and so that, yeah, exactly that, you know, with having lockdowns, so many people being out of work, you know, a lot of people have had to like rely on their side hobby as income. And you know, there's a lot of people I know of that have had to do that. And, you know, I mean, when you got families and bills and all that stuff, you know, and a lot of people I know still didn't really get any assistance throughout it, you know, and so they've really had to rely on like word of mouth to like get their products out there, share them, you know, and I've been trying to invite artists onto the Night of Living Dreads page as well, just to get, you know, because on Mondays we do, you know, you're allowed to like share for shares and stuff like that, and promote your products and things like that. And so I just think it helps, even if it's just one or two orders that come from someone you've never heard of before, you know, like I think little things like that really do mean a lot to the people that are working on things, and it goes a long way, you know?
Yeah. And that's the truth. And I mean, when you have, you know, kids and cats to feed and
we were pretty fortunate in my house. Everybody was able to still go to work, you know, granted it was under shitty conditions, you know, but at least they were still able to work and provide, which, you know, that's a good thing. So we were pretty fortunate compared to a lot of people during all this so far, which I really like. I feel really lucky about that, you know. It's I don't know, just kind of it's hard to think about how much some people have struggled through everything, you know.
We've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with, you know, rent and all these evictions and stuff, you know, I mean, it's already hard enough to look for a house on normal circumstances, you know. I can't imagine having to do that during all this. Like, that would be super hard, especially financially and just in general, you know, it's not easy. So coming up with money is hard. And my goal is to hopefully help people start, you know, getting getting a little more recognition for their craft, and hopefully making them a little money. Everybody needs a little hustle money.
Heck yeah, right? that's that's the thing that we try to do here is, as somebody that has been an artist for most of my life, somebody that has created content via, be it via video or blogs or podcast or et cetera. You don't always have enough money or allotment of money to do your media or your
exactly. It takes money to make money, and that's kind of an unfortunate thing, but if you utilize yourself the right way, like you can always make it work. There's a lot of self-made people out there just based on how much work they put in. And that's what really I think it comes down to is, you have to believe in yourself and that you can do it. If you don't, no one else is going to buy it. No one else is going to believe it. No one's going to take you seriously. You have to be proud of yourself. You have to have a lot of pride in your work. You have to stand behind your word and be an honest, business person, and don't sell yourself short either. There's a lot of people who they're always like, oh, what do I charge for something like this? And it's like, you set your price. How much it costs to do. How much, time you spent doing it, and what, you decide your hourly wage, and that's, you have to set your own worth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like like sound advice, because if you're speaking from a place of uncertainty about a business that you're supposed to know the inside and out of, yeah,
if you lack any confidence in your product or service or whatever, you're not going to get your desired result.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm so glad that you are here and that you're able to share all these wonderful, talented people with us.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to start contacting some of them. Some of them I've just really invited into the page right now, just so they can kind of familiarize with who you guys are, what we do, but I'm going to be doing some contact work and, sending out messages saying, hey, are you interested in talking about your work on the podcast for, an hour, a half hour, whatever time you got, however, just letting people know like what your business is, what you do, how long you've been at it, different things like that. And I really think I'm going to get a fairly positive response from a lot of people.
Heck yeah, I can't wait, because I'm so interested in all the, and I've already met several interesting musicians and talented artists via your friends and associates through Facebook and other platforms, and comedians who are amazing.
I know, we need to get Steve on here one of these times to talk about his cigars and his stand-up. That would be really fun.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I need to talk to
you guys.
Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
The monsters. All right, go watch your show. You can have a drink. Yes, it's tea. Sorry. I warned you this would probably happen.
Oh, you're fine.
At least they're not fighting. I can say that much. At least they're not fighting.
Telefights. That's on Monday. That's on Monday.
Yeah. Throw a ham sandwich between them and
oh, that's just That's just.
I can tell you right now, my son is probably the one that would win that fight. Now, if it was anything sweet, it would definitely be Zayana, because he wouldn't even fight because he doesn't eat sweet food. He doesn't like it at all.
Good kid.
He's like me that way. I don't eat candies and stuff like that. I don't like anything sweet anymore. And Zayana is the opposite. She will eat candy all day if you let her, and so are Zach and his mom. They're sweet addicts. So like they eat candies and cookies and all that ice cream. They're addicted to fucking ice cream like you wouldn't believe. like I
Say anything.
and he couldn't care less about it.
We're big fans of the frozen perfections.
Well,
Yeah.
treat yourself. Yeah, keep going. You do you. You do. Go ahead. You go ahead. I've been
I don't know
wrangling.
anything you guys want to, whatever you want to talk about. I'm around. So
Well, we've been role playing here, or role reverse, not role playing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say usually he's the one doing the talking.
Yeah. So
He doesn't
now-
know me as well as you do, even though, granted, like, I mean, we did talk on the phone for like 5.5 hours last night. So I'd have to say Harry's probably getting to know me fairly well, whether he wants to or not.
He's actually, he's home today. So he probably got to hear a lot of, through osmosis, sleep.
Stop it. Leave the lid on. I don't care. Leave it alone. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hectic around here sometimes, but I will definitely hop on whenever I, have time and the kids aren't being buttholes. Like, because I mean, like I said, I'm generally free most of the time, like to hang out and stuff. And I if whoever I end up helping hopefully get on, it'd be cool to join and just kind of ask them stuff too about like what they do, and because they may be nervous, like a lot of them haven't really done any kind of podcast or anything, or haven't really promoted their work in this way. And I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of them to get their products out, because they can share their link, and show products like live or whatever. I think it'd be a really good opportunity for a lot of people to take advantage of, because I mean, it's literally like free advertising,
It's no cost advertising.
Exactly. And I think it's great.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't invite anyone whose product I didn't believe in, like if I didn't think they were putting the work in, I would not have any interest in having them on. So anybody that I come up to about it, I really hope they take the opportunity, because it's you don't get that anywhere else really. You usually have to either pay for something like that or do something in return. This is literally just like, come on and tell us about you and what you do or whatever,
Yeah, utilize the platform to your benefit. That's what it's here for. That's why we made it.
That is why we made it.
We built it.
How long have you guys had the page for? I can't remember.
Yeah.
We started the network page a year ago, and we started doing lives intermittently. It was last year around like the holiday time that we actually formalized it into themed days, and
okay.
Started doing it that way. We had was it? No, it was the end of it was right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, it was right before Thanksgiving last year that we did that we had Leela on, and then and stuff like that. So it was. Okay. It's been almost a year when we actually did the formalization of like our schedule, which is still kind of.
You guys are really pretty consistent though. Like you guys tend to stay right on your schedule, with your content, and I think that's really important for people to see is consistency.
Right. Well, I'm absolutely all 100% about consistency, but I'm also 100% about being kind to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you're feeling like burned out, or if you're feeling exhausted and you just ain't got it in you, absolutely take time for yourself. Like,
if you don't, you're not going to be 100% in what you're going for, you know?
Right.
And what's the point in doing something if you're not all in, you know?
Well, that's the whole thing. Is like if you're all in all the time, eventually you get burnt out, and you're going to need some time for yourself. And
definitely, most definitely.
A lot of people, when they do stuff like this, if they're not really kind to themselves, they go, "Oh, I missed a day. I'm a fuck up, blah blah blah," and then they screw off, and they go, "Well, I failed anyway because I missed a day." And you can't look at yourself like that. You got to look at it like, okay, I needed time, and take the time that you need.
Oh, definitely.
I'm one of those. I'll work till I seize, and that's not good. But yeah, sometimes I'll have to have a day off.
There you go.
A couple of hours break, downtime to recover. But I haven't really had many problems lately, and I think it's attributed to, I should say, the seizure medicine, the oil that I'm taking, and less stress. See,
that's usually my downfall is when I get too stressed, I just really can't function, and I have to step back from like everything for a minute, because otherwise it just gets worse and worse, and it turns into depression and anxiety. And it's just like, if you don't start caring for yourself, just, when you realize that something's off, it's hard.
Right.
Stop fighting. Here, put that up here. Go watch a movie. Yes.
Oh, Vinny's speaking through Facebook.
Oh, okay. I was like, I see the word thingies over there, the comments, but not we're in the Facebook. I mean the YouTubes. But let's see here.
Yeah, keep going. Don't get distracted.
I'm not getting distracted. I'm like a cat. No, but it's I don't know. Are you contemplating possibly doing your own podcast production?
Maybe. I mean, I could maybe come up with something to have discussions on. I think I've got a few ideas. I'm gonna kind of write them out before I really settle on any one thing. But I think there's a handful of different topics I could probably come up with that would be, worth doing some discussions on.
Sweet.
Like I said, I do the horror thing, which it'd be fun to do, like movie reviews or something like that, or one thing I haven't really seen before is people really doing discussions on like music that is music and stuff that's featured in movies, like soundtracks and things like that. Like, I think that would be kind of an interesting topic to discuss, because there are some really, and not just horror movies, but just in general, there's a ton of movies that have fantastic soundtracks. And I think it'd be fun to kind of go through some of those soundtracks and like just talk about how, like, even if maybe the movie sucked, the soundtrack's awesome, because it really, sometimes that makes a movie better. If it's got good music, sometimes it makes it better.
I've been just aching to get an accordion so I can play my favorite song from a movie soundtrack. Eye of the Tiger.
Still no.
Yeah.
Or even fly. Are we gonna fly now?
That's so funny. Harry, absolutely not.
Here, because there won't allow one here.
There's no accordions in this house.
Ugh.
I have very few rules. That is one.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, see, my old man, he's like so fucking goofy. Like, I don't know, a couple months ago, I got done telling him, okay, hold on, I'm talking. Please go sit down. Quiet. But a few months ago, I was telling him just like how loud the kids are, right? So sometimes they really just get on it. And my boy, he's got one of the squeakiest, shriekiest voices I've ever heard on a little boy. And he gets loud. So I'm telling him exact this. And what does he do the next day? He comes home with 2 recorders. And I'm like, that is exactly what I needed, was like, you know, and I'm like, God, why don't you just like put both of them on my ears and kill me now? Because like, holy cow, why would you do that? And he just looked at me like, what? I thought they think we're fun. I'm like, yeah, of course they will. It's gonna drive me up the wall. But yeah, like recorders. I'm like those are not loud enough. Like, you know, like let's go all out, you know?
Kids, man. That's why you get your siblings' kids when you have a vendetta that's unsettled. Not your spouse.
No, I know.
Your own house.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. I was like, thanks. This is fun. This is so fun. Because then he just goes to work and I'm sitting here like over and over, you know, like all these off-pitch notes and everything. I'm just like, God, this is awful. Neighbors are probably like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with them? But yeah, that was his solution, I guess, to the kids being loud, was let's get recorders.
Let's let them be louder.
Yeah.
How loud can you go? Let's see. Challenge accepted.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I thought it was kind of funny, so I don't know. I don't know. It's funny, but I'm also like super annoyed at the same time. But yes, they've already been confiscated a long time ago. I definitely took them away.
Well, recorders. That was a figment of your imagination there, child.
We'll wait until you're
22 or something.
Out of the house. And then you have your quarterback. Give it to your kid and you see how you like it.
What?
Yeah? Wow.
She loves taking car rides now, so she won't stop talking about it. I don't drive, so like her grandma and her dad have been taking both of them out for just like trips around the block and stuff, just to get them out of the house, you know. And they're obsessed with riding in the car now, so.
Well, it's about 6 o'clock, and do you want to wrap up? Get the
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's good with me.
I gotta cook dinner.
It's up to you guys. I mean, like I said, I'm just kind of hanging out.
All right. Well, we go ahead, close it out, and I can talk with you after if you want.
All right. Do you want me to stay on here or?
No.
We can go ahead and wrap it up because
then
gotta go.
And then you guys will call each other.
Okay,
right.
got you.
Thank you for coming by, and everybody. Thank Amy for showing up. She's the new member of the network administration team, and yeah, she is. She's here to.
Keep you all in line, you unruly kids.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for coming by, and we will see you on Monday for Stay on the Network Monday. Yeah. So there's that.
Right on. All right. Bye.
Bye.